Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
Garbage pick incoming.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Told you. All right, what quarterbacks we got? Even what's the Texans quarterback? Deshaun Watson, he's gone already. How was Burrow rated over top of Josh Allen? Come on, man. Kenny. I should take the lineman first. Wait for next year for the. That's a good pick.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 Prime time over grind game, over time's up.
Man.
Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you
Don't know
I
who
put my
to
head on
take.
my back. Did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I could never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life till we up. Looking back like where the love.
What is he?
So I'll be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turn me to a beast. I'm out the chain.
I'm gonna take him.
The Rams are now on the clock.
I've never had him.
I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Can't roll the bottom, roll through the cracks. Spotlight on you,
Get him a receiver right away.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 Ain't crazy how the tables turn. You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet.
The Rams
Left tackle.
Watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate.
I can get young receivers that I like.
In the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Get him now. Alright, now I can take some receivers or defense.
Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they say. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper.
The Rams are now on the clock.
To keep it real, you don't need to wait up, laying out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Can't roll the bottom, roll through the cracks. Spotlight on you, behind you, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched.
27. Ooh, Ragnar.
The Rams are now on the clock.
I'm gonna take out Oliver if it's there too. I want 2 good D tackles. Yes. Reach, fuck you. No,
The
okay.
Rams are now on the clock.
Now, what we got for corners yet? Ugh.
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot.
I'm gonna take him down.
The Rams are now on the clock.
I gotta get 2 of those. I wanted, what's his name? Dean? Yeah, I'll take those
The Rams
2.
are now on the clock.
Okay, let's try to get a receiver now. They're gone already? The good ones? Wow. I'm not taking any of those guys yet. Okay. I'm taking Jenkins.
The Rams are now on the clock.
And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top 2. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back.
Devin Bush.
I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Told them all you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money.
Jeremy Chin, huh? Ooh, Talbot. I can get him later. We'll go down. It's just gonna be, Rashawn Gary, that's it. Yeah. We'll take him right now.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Okay, let's get another receiver. Oh, we don't even have one yet. Alright. Ooh. We'll get McCall Hardman.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Fuck, they took my. Damn it. Damn it. It irritates me.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Gotta get that right guard. There he is, there, I'll take him.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Alright, got my line. I need safeties. Take Abram.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Jeez. Wow, I got screwed this time. Why is he at safety now? Alright, I'm taking this guy.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Love that. Okay, running back.
The Rams are now on the clock.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Come for the win, can't take another L. This they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Champion.
Nah, fuck greedy. I had him
The
enough.
Rams are now on the clock.
6 rings with a pig ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in the empty crossing where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter.
Got 87. I'm gonna take him. Okay.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me.
Take Harry.
I feel away my heart all on my
The Rams are now on the clock.
That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion.
The Rams are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock.
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in and dropped on the 10. Now we
The
on
Rams
top
are now
once
on the clock.
again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got a top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gonna
The Rams are now on the clock.
LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in the drop on the 10.
Tight end, fullback.
Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I fold it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to take.
All right, we'll take AJ Dillon and
now we on top once again.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Benny.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Already on. Okay, whatever.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on shit.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again.
The Rams are now on the clock.
You free smart, but my boy's wise, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth.
Talking to McCain,
Rams are
baby.
now on the clock.
I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on
The
shot
Rams
for
are now on the clock.
Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. But it's split. We on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Get triumphant. Let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep up turning. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't
The
hold it.
Rams are now on the clock.
This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find you. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I work got gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a
The Rams are now on the clock.
for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again.
She right got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about
91.
You know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake.
That's
You
pretty
gon' have
good
to pay.
defense.
But wait, jugging on the main stage.
Kenneth Murray can be middle.
Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate.
Not bad.
Protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing
My
on
receivers aren't the best, but whatever.
Barbados with the hustle pockets.
Have a nice line.
Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, three
I'm good with this. I'm gonna skip the
I
rest.
deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than a speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it, baby. No. If you gon' do it, then you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You built like that.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm up into it. I know that you're missing what I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. Shoot to it just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I got an estimate. I wonder if I ought to go with the best to say. I go ahead, get me out of here. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new things, you don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull up with 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMP. Go and get yourself this thing. And she trying to so much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get it. Go and get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coupes, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
My name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yo, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where am I alone? Not on the phone. Where am I on my own? They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Oh. activate your eyelids automatic.
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, Jake Elliott set to kick off. It's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a 6-time Pro Bowler now in his 9th NFL season. It's Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. Beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And now look at this, big gain, but fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
Wilson's pass.
So here come the Cowboys onto the field with excellent position to get things started. Leading them out, their quarterback in his 7th season. In the NFL, it's Derek Carr.
And one of the things that I think that Derek Carr has really improved in doing since college, his ability to stay in the pocket, things swirling around.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Wilson.
24-yard line.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Harris Campbell there to make the grab. Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Now for the point after.
The extra point.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
27 on the play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
2-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson dancing to his left. They'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
That's good.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Catch made here by Campbell. 20, 10, touchdown, Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Rams add on to their lead. Still 1st first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
An extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Cowboys, nothing.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cowboys, nothing.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And there's the first NFL catch for Henry Ruggs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
On the carry. He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 3. And a Cowboy first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
To
Chris Godwin, 51 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no, if they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Forced out to his left. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Wilson. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Rams have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
14. Tucker McCann set to...
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10. At their own.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help. And I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score. And sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Well, Philip Dorsett hauls it in. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Again, it's Carr. And it is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They're on 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, but it'll be second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr completes it, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Carr, Waller taking it in over the middle. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
To Darren Waller. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Touchdown, Cowboys! Henry Ruggs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, Dobbins, and he is going to lose yardage here.
J.K. Dobbins.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
On third down, Wilson looking for Campbell downfield, and he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go. Throwing now, Wilson on first down, being chased out left. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
On the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
To throw again on second down. Wilson buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
The 15-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell.
Wilson's
and the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
On the pickup, brings up second.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 23 yards on the play.
23 more yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
He's going to take off with it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Second and 2. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Russell Wilson sacked.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Steps away to his left. Got his man, that's Harry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the...
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker. It says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
21. Tucker
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball.
It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Rolling to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
The 43-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Brings up second and...
Another run here with Dobbins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
On second down now. Dobbins, and he will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. A gain of 13, it's a first down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. On third down, Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. J.K. Dobbins making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So Derek Carr in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 45 to play. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. A throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Carr will try it again on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Unable to find Dorsett. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Time definitely of the essence now. Just under a minute to play, and here we go. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
On first down, Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ball carrier.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for L.A., it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit.
She back got me.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you when you feel the foe. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Cause you ain't built like that. Hey. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you down with me, down with me? I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama crowd got 1,000 in the balcony. Nah, I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't you? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a 4-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down
Sinatra, flying mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zazo, Tree Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. On first down, it's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers a week ago for Everett, 7 catches, 78 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Going the ball carrier. The tackle by Jeremy Chin.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that big-time game?
11 yards there, 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry.
Wilson's
and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The excellent play last. Time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Eagles.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Will Fuller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Forbath to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off with an Eagles touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
9-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was he?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down, Rams.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd down at 4. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former 1st-round pick, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Justin Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A gain of a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
6-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Gary on the tackle.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Rams have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there. Airing one out for Boyd. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Watson on 3rd down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up when we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
On the return.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
N'Keal Harry was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Catch made here by Campbell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
Wilson's
now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Kareem Jackson. Wilson.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10. At their own.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Campbell. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A.
Wilson's pass.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Campbell. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way up to the 47-yard line.
A 41-yard.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Across midfield with a 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Here's a give to Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on 1 run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Holding, receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Watson. That's caught by Hollister. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gains. First down, Dobbins, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
J.K. Dobbins.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, Dobbins, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
A gain of 9 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard gain.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
First down, Rams.
On first down, Dobbins. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Out of bounds at the
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Campbell making the catch. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
It was Brooks Reed on
clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. McCann's got it teed up. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's good.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 15. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Rams, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So...
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you want. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Make you do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief.